So I know you could not miss Trump being shot on TV.
I did not like he did that.
You said what?
Not like that shit did. I saw that shit.
So look, the whole thing was crazy, and now we have new updates because look, everybody saw it. It scared a lot of people. It was pretty wild. The problem is that we just saw a president almost get his head blown off on TV, and people have a problem with that. And as soon as it happened, we had conspiracy theories hop out. And to be honest, I don't even know if we can call them conspiracy theories. They're just theories at this point.
Yeah.
Because for that to happen does not make sense. And when you find out the entire story about what happened, it's crazy.
No.
Because there was a video that came out. I'm gonna play everything, and I got video evidence, and we're gonna go through the articles and stuff. But there was a video that came out right after the shoot. Immediately, the first interview that came out from the BBC was from a guy saying that they saw the shoot. Like, hey, we saw him crawling up the thing the whole time, and we was telling the police, and it was a long time. More videos came out, and no, they spotted him 20 minutes before. People were watching him climb up the building, not 4 people, 20 people. Not only did he crawl up the building, he crawled down the building, crawled back up the building with his gun, and then police officer climbs up, finally goes to check it out, climbs up, apparently or allegedly, the shooter pulls the gun on him, he ducks down, and I guess tries to get away because now he's scared because the guy put a gun on him, and then that's when he starts shooting at Donald Trump.
Oh, okay.
And then also, the snipers allegedly had him in their sights the whole time, and they never got permission to shoot.
Okay.
So the whole thing is crazy, and these aren't theories. This is what happened. So look, I'm gonna walk you through.
It's I remember.
This sounds crazy.
It does.
It's not it sounds like somebody made this up.
It does.
It sounds like a movie, but it's not. This is the BBC. So I'm gonna read it to you, everybody. And then I'm gonna show you guys the videos, but this is the BBC. Trump gunman flagged by Secret Service 20 minutes before a counter sniper flagged a suspicious man using a rangefinder. Now, if you don't know what a rangefinder is, usually when snipers go out, there's the spotter and then there's the sniper. The spotter usually is the guy that finds the range, tells it to the sniper. Or if you're about to go out and shoot, your rangefinder is what gives you the distance from here to your target so that you can then match it to your reticle so you can be on, so that when the bullet drops, it hits the target when it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So bullets don't fly in straight lines over long distances. They kind of go like football. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have your correct distance so you can hit your target. So they know this. They see him with the rangefinder. They clock him range-finding this. It's not binoculars. I'm lining up a shot. Fair enough. So, counter sniper flagged a suspicious man using a rangefinder to the Secret Service some 20 minutes before a gunman opened fire at a Donald Trump rally, according to members of Congress briefed by law enforcement. A clearer timeline of the events leading up to the assassination attempt has begun to emerge after close briefings to lawmakers on Wednesday. Local police had initially spotted the man who was acting strangely at Saturday's Pennsylvania rally about an hour before the shooting. According to the briefings, they lost him in the crowd before he was spotted again by the counter sniper. The new information has raised more questions about why Trump's would-be assassin was not stopped sooner and why the former president was allowed to appear on the rally stage. Crooks was spotted again, this time by a counter sniper officer around the Agricultural International building. The gunman later scaled up to aim at Trump. The officer reportedly took a picture of the gunman looking through the rangefinder, according to CBS News. By 5:52, 19 minutes before the shooting, the Secret Service was made aware that Crooks was spotted with the rangefinder and disseminated that information to the officers on site. 20 minutes before, Crooks was fired at Trump shortly after he began speaking at the rally at 1811. One rally goer was killed in the shooting and 2 others were injured. Trump was wounded in the ear. Crooks was killed by Secret Service snipers within 26 seconds of opening fire. So this doesn't have the entire story, but I'm going to show you. This is the BBC interview, right? So when I first saw this is usually something that comes out and then people try to discredit later on. Like if you see this happen in a situation, you watch this video months later, they're like, oh, this was fake. This guy's an actor. Let's watch what he had to say.
Well, yes. So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us at the Brinkles Farming Greenhouse here. We had a party, and we all decided, hey, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees out there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally. Right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, but we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. You know, we're like, hey, right here on the roof, we can see him from right here. We see him. You know, he's
Now, this is crazy because you do not understand how real what he's saying is until you see the video of what he's talking about. So this is the video. When he's talking, somebody could say that he's exaggerating. No, out in the open, you can clearly see this man land on a building.
Yep.
They just watched him climb up, and this is over a long period of time. They're out in the broad daylight. Around him is probably about 5 or 10 people, and then around them is probably like 20, 30 people. Everyone sees him.
Yeah.
This is the most mind-blowing thing that I've ever seen.
I don't want to be that person, but you think after JFK, they would be good at surveying local buildings.
That's their whole job. But you understand, they do this days in advance, weeks in advance, sometimes months in advance, even when he's right there. I believe that there's a sniper watching this.
That is crazy.
So this isn't the video I was talking about. This is after he's been shot. But these people were already here this whole time. They didn't just get here. The video I saw, he's climbing up, he's climbing down. They're like, where's the police at? Hey, get us help. They're all screaming. It's like 5, 6, 10, 20 people all like, hey, man, we're just gonna let this guy do this? So that happens. And again, the New York Post talks about how a local cop spotted the assassin just moments before he tried to kill Trump. The officer whose department has been enlisted by the Secret Service to help with security encountered crooks who pointed his AR-style rifle at them. The officer then backed down the ladder, and Crooks immediately took aim and loosed 8 shots at former president, grazing him in the ear. So this officer climbed the ladder, was on the kill. The killer swings around, swings the gun on him. He ducks down. Then the killer turns around and starts shooting Donald Trump. So all of these things happen. And then the wildest part about it is the other part of the sniper team was in the building. So the law enforcement was in the building that he climbed on top of. That's the reason why a cop climbed up the ladder.
Oh, farcical.
None of this makes sense. So there's 2 options. Either an agency or a very powerful people try to kill Donald Trump, or we are really this inept and bad, and that's even scarier. That's even scarier. Like, the fact that this could even happen is scarier.
Or a third option, it was a setup. They did it themselves. They wanted to make it look like, to kind of have him come out as a hero.
But that's what I'm saying. Either some bad person, I mean, of course,
Yeah.
even a good person, I mean, whatever, depending on who you ask. But either they set it up themselves, someone else set it up. Now, I don't think it's fake. You can't fake that. They got pictures of the bullet flying past his head. They caught it on camera, so I don't think it's fake. But it would definitely happen. I just don't know what happened. And I feel like there's going to be investigations. There's going to be hearings. We got to find out who did this. Unless you're just telling me that the Secret Service is this bad at their job and it's almost impossible for them to be this bad.
That is terrible. I mean, what is this? How many presidents have been assassinated now?
I think Donald Trump is the 3rd president to ever survive an assassination.
I feel like
he would have been the 4th.
That's still crazy statistics.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
when do you learn Secret Service?
The way that he moved at the last second, and that literally saved his life.
Yeah.
Because the guy would have took his head off if he hadn't turned his head like half an inch. It's crazy. So as we get more information, we'll keep you guys updated. This whole situation has been crazy. I don't know what else to say. And also, it's just annoying how the information is coming out, but I feel like most people still don't know what happened. Like how you didn't know all of this stuff happened and how wild it is. Like, this is public information. People need to know what the happened. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That's ridiculous.